The Parliamentary Service Commission (PSC) now says it has resolved to engage legal counsel and move to the High Court to challenge Chief Justice David Maraga's advisory on dissolution of Parliament. Speaking on Tuesday, led by the National Assembly Speaker Justin Muturi, the team said it had come to the decision following a special meeting and after a consultation with the speakers of the two houses of Parliament.
The Parliamentary Service Commission is convinced that the present matter shall be resolved lawfully and calls for calm and sobriety in order to avert the kind of national anxiety and despondency that the action by the Right Honourable Chief Justice could elicit. According
to the Parliamentary Service Commission, the Chief Justice David Maraga's advice to President Uhuru Kenyatta to dissolve Parliament is ill-advised, premature and unconstitutional, and is a recipe for plunging the country into a constitutional crisis of monumental proportions.
It is therefore premature, in our view, for the Right Honourable Chief Justice to take this action while the High Court is yet to determine that matter.
Maraga's advisory to the head of state was the subject of a heated debate Tuesday afternoon in both houses, with legislators up in arms over the CJ's move.
Personally, I'm not scared and I'm willing to go home and I'm willing to be elected or be thrown out because it's not about me. The issue is about standing on principle.
Honestly, if you dissect it, isn't it meant to trigger something else outside the retirement? The pending retirement, and that is the essence, and therefore Parliament is the easiest institution to use as a punching bag. Please, I want to beg you. It is not about your electability.
The many legislators who are shouting outside there, particularly our female colleagues, they should stop pretending, Mr. Speaker. We've been in this Parliament, and the time of voting when it was here, they were away in New York to gain allowances, Mr. Speaker, as opposed to advancing this. And Honorable Wanga was one of the leaders who went to New York at that time, Mr. Speaker. And he's been ahead shouting all over.
So even if we don't agree, let us not bring each other down because we all, Chris, you and I need to be somewhere after Nini. Sasa unaleta Nini?
Don't listen to Maraga, he didn't vote for me. I have never seen him in the register of township.
Very well.
In fact, the president is a person I voted for. And I want to tell the president, please don't listen. Don't listen, we have some business to do for government and we will continue.
The Chief Justice David Maraga on Monday said it was his duty to give advice to the head of state, in line with Article 261 of the Constitution, as MPs have failed to enact legislation on the two-thirds gender rule 9 years later. According to Maraga, the Supreme Court under the former CJ, Willie Mutunga, directed Parliament to enact the requisite legislation by August 27, 2015. The CJ further noted that several petitions had been raised challenging Parliament to enact the law, adding that the two-thirds gender rule is an acronym for the constitutional imperative which prohibits any form of discrimination in their appointment and elective positions in the country on the basis of one's gender. Angela Cheror, K24, Evening Edition.